Welcome YouTube. This is your boy JD, and thank you for viewing the JD and Josh channel. As you can see, I am broadcasting of showing 2K17. I know I said I think it was last month. I said last month that that I wasn't going to broadcast or put up any 2K17 games. Well, here's why this is up there. The reason why I'm doing a 2K17 game is because I finally got my Elgato HD 60S capture card, and I'm able to broadcast my 2K17 games and all my other games without any issues, and I don't have to rely on Share Factory that's on the PlayStation, on the PS4. Nothing wrong with the Share Factory. It's just that for some reason NBA 2K14 doesn't react too well with Share Factory. So the capture card does a better job. So with that said, I said that I'm going to broadcast my 2K NBA 2K games without commentary. So that's what I'm going to do. So you won't hear no commentary from me. You just hear the game. I'm so happy that I finally got this capture card and finally figured out how to use the darn thing. And so I can give you the best video content that I can give you for right now. I'm also in the near future buying a video editing software. So I'm going to start learning how to edit my videos even better and probably put in special intros and outros as well, and how to do better transitioning when it comes to pausing games and coming back in. And plus, with this capture card, I can go a hell of a lot longer than just 1 hour on video, showing you videos. Like you see other gaming YouTube gamers, they do like 2-3 hours plus. I don't plan to do nothing that freaking long, but at least something over an hour without having to pause and then have to work around to give you part 2, part 3, and all this other crazy mess. So, with that said, this is the Washington Wizards. I'm about to play the Miami Heat. So far, my team is doing good. We're at 19, and we have a 19-3 record, and if you see in the playoff picture, even though we're nowhere near the playoffs, because it's still the beginning of the season, but we're still first in the Eastern Conference. Yeah, Eastern Conference. So I'm going to go ahead and shut up and let's to the game. All right, peace.
Another way to enjoy My Team this summer is by jumping into My Team Blacktop. And our next Hey Guys award goes to the player with the most wins in My Team Blacktop. Congratulations to Tyga Style 33. You now have a new home in New York.
Before the trade, they sent me like a sample shoe and it was white and orange. So I'm like, man, like, I don't get it.
It's crazy. They like foresaw it coming.
Yeah, I think they knew, right? They knew, right? I think so, yeah.
But I know that in this shoe, you're taking some of your roots in your hometown with you from Chicago.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
With this shoe, it's for sure designed by the Chicago Fire. So.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Hello and welcome everybody. Ernie Johnson and my partners, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports. And at this point in the season, some key storylines have already captured all of our attention. Tonight we'll see the Washington Wizards playing against the Heat in Miami.
As the sign says, we're coming to you tonight from Miami. South Beach is just down the road. We're live, the home of the Miami Heat. America American Airlines and nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David.
Well, Kevin, Coach Eric.
Thanks, DA. That effort permeates through the entire team. In a rivalry game here, Brent, between these two conference foes, we could see tempers flare in this one.
What always starts a rivalry, Kevin? Is it familiarity with one another?
I think so, sure. The more you play, the more you know.
Yep, well, we got that here tonight. So these guys don't like one another. We're going to see how tense this game is. We'll have a good gauge on the temperature of these teams. Familiarity
is a big word in these kind of matches.
It is. It's a lot of syllables, too.
Yeah. A lot of vowels. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Washington, Beal and Porter are out on the wings. Markieff Morris is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Burke in at the 1 spot. 5 on the clock. Porter kicks to Gobert. And the bank shot is good. Waiters with the ball. He's coming off a 10-point game against Chicago. That's tipped. Porter with the steal. Burke dishes to Gobert. Back to Burke. And it's sent back by Bosch. The feed to Dragic. Bosch against Morris. Shot from the wing. Chris Bosch again.
Well, there's no question the defense did a good job contesting that one, but Chris Bosch, such a talented player that he got it to go regardless.
And it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And so it's Washington with it. And Beal kicks to Burke. Stolen by Waiters. And the dunk by Bosch.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Well, terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
And so the ball out of bounds. Bosch touched it last. Wizards have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Kicks it to Beal. Passes to Gobert. Poke loose. It's stolen by Dragic. Outside Bosch to the inside. Beal with the steal. They get a hand on it. Johnson against Porter. Out to the right wing. Up top, Burke. He had 10 points in the win against Milwaukee.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Dragic the pass to Johnson. Whiteside sets the pick for Waiters. Gobert with the block. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Gobert the screen. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That is his first foul of the game. Burke kicks to Gobert. 5 to shoot. Wizards need to get a shot off here. Dragic knocks it loose. They recover it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So for the Heat, their last game a loss to the Bulls.
And just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
And the most noise was being made with one of their guys at the free throw line. Those were some smart fans. They knew it was a team struggling from the free throw line, and they made it as difficult and as loud as possible.
Burke kicks to Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Now that's the way it's done. Take it up high and throw it down with everything you got.
That's right. He was not going to take the soft approach on that drive.
Well, not that wide open. You're given a juicy gift by the defense. You got to sink your teeth into it.
Johnson, good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Hard to believe that Hassan Whiteside wasn't even in the NBA a few seasons ago, Brent. Took some time off, but what a find he has been since coming back into the league.
Well, it's been nice to see him re-engage and maybe turn around his attitude and work ethic and maybe wanting this at his size. You have to give credit to Whiteside for not giving up on himself and putting some of that work in to become the player he is right now.
And it's sent back by Bosch.
Get that weak stuff out of here. Awesome swat by Chris Bosh.
Offensive rebound. Whiteside, good. Whiteside's got his first bucket in this one.
I mean, the guy just flat out competes, incredibly aggressive on the offensive glass and the stick back.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Last time they met was in Washington.
Yeah, and last time they faced off, really an easy win. They put together a pretty complete game, but their edge on the glass, for me, still stands out.
Yeah, they rebounded better than the U.S. economy, and that turned it into a blowout victory. They were dominant on the glass.
Gortat's checked in for Gobert. Inside, 11 feet away, and off the front iron, and in it goes. And that's 10 points for Chris Bosh.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Burke dishes to Beal. Launches a three. Got a piece of it, and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Wizards second.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
And Waiters kicks to Dragic. From outside the arc, and Waiters with the bucket on the assist by Dragic.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
There's a screen by Gortat. Here's Beal. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Yep, he's going to kill you coming off of those down screens. As a defender, you have to fight over the top.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
And that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
Well, coaches always tell you, if you take a chance, you better get it.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Winslow's checked in for Johnson. Richardson comes in for Dion Waiters. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Goran Dragic. And that one's good by Bosh.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Down low, stolen by Bosh. Johnson outside. Winslow wide open. He fires. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Winslow's got his first 3 points of the game. Burke the pass to Beal. Up top Morris. Here's Burke. That 3 off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Outside Bosh. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And for a few years now, the Heat have made a point to play at a very slow pace. Helps minimize possessions for both teams. And, Brent, if you look at the roster, it plays right to their strengths.
Yeah, something about the slower pace, I think, seems to help out their current mix of players. And, of course, over the past season and a half, their development with Whiteside down there in the middle, that could slow up what you try to do offensively. But, again, a staple for Eric Spoelstra and what the Heat do is defensively causing you all sorts of trouble in the half court before it is they attack you on the other end.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Richardson against Beal. Richardson dishes to Johnson. Banked in off the glass. Johnson's got his first 2 points of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Washington calls timeout. Chris Bosh really making a difference here.
So there's a guy on offense knocking down shots that forces an entire team to get together and talk about what he's doing to them. That's some impressive play right there.
Reedy's checked in for Chris Bosh. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Mahimi's checked in for Morris. Kelly Oubre comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Zedoransky subbed in for Trey Burke.
And that's exactly what you want. Height mismatch in close leads to the easy layup.
Johnson kicks to Richardson. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul. Oubre with the steal.
Yeah, leading here early, but turnovers have got to be a concern. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Well, he's got both height and length, and that time showed them both.
Miami no good on that time either.
He looked like he was in rhythm to shoot that one, guys, especially as open as he was. Just clanged it.
Here's Gortat. And it's Reed pulling it down.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Richardson the pass to Johnson. The dish to Whiteside. To the paint, Reed. It's good, he scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
No doubt they've come into this game with a really aggressive approach, just pounding the ball inside.
I love it because the defense is going to have to adjust, pack in the lane, and then you can play inside out.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. It's the Heat leading by 14. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about...
I was obsessed with the NBA as a kid and just...
What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help Greg love for his attitude and ability to be, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
That's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does,
sure.
but inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Heat team out there.
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
I like the fact that they love to protect the rim, love to send shots back in your face, and really, they're good at it.
Winslow is out there with Reed. Then it's Johnson. Then it's James Johnson. And it's Dragic in at the point guard. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. On the wing, Johnson. Here's the screen. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
And the way that the league is changing, you have to respect the fact that Eric Spoelstra has changed along with it. He's had a lot of small ball during the Big 3 years, and he's been able to recognize when it's advantageous to go small with his roster for quite some time.
Chris Bosh is checked in for the Heat. Dion Waiters comes in for Johnson. And a switcher also for Washington. Gobert, he's checked in for Gortat. Stolen by Waiters. One-on-one here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the 10th pick in the draft can sometimes be a diamond in the rough. You remember Paul Pierce went to the Celtics many years ago with the 10th pick, and Justice Winslow fell to the Heat with the 10th pick a couple of years ago. From day one, Winslow has proven to be on the elite side of defenders in the league. Eric Spoelstra told us he plays with a veteran poise, but also with a youthful intensity, particularly on the defensive end. Kevin, he's been a great fit in Miami.
He just makes winning plays, D.A. Thank you. The Heat leading by 10. And thinking about Spoelstra and how he was one of the few coaches to go small a couple years ago, Brent, You have to admire his flexibility in his approach.
Well, I think any coach really relishes the opportunity, Kevin, to have options on the floor. And when LeBron James is playing the 4 spot, he's a mismatch for everybody. Let's face it, when LeBron's on the floor for anybody at any position, he's a mismatch. But Eric Spoelstra did some thinking outside the box and got that team to play championship caliber basketball for 4 straight seasons.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. You know, Brent, injury is a part of the game, but the league is being proactive, creating research partnerships with major medical companies to look at reducing stress-related tendon issues, concussion research, all of it being, I think, now looked at by the NBA and the medical side of the league.
I love the fact, Kevin, that they're using modern-day technology, not just after it is that an athlete gets injured in order to perform a procedure medically to get him back on the floor sooner. Really what NBA teams are investing in is preventative medicine, being able to gauge what it is that players are putting themselves through, the stresses on their body, both mentally and physically, and being ahead of the curve with regards to making sure they prevent these injuries from even happening in the first place.
The science is amazing, isn't it?
Well, I was more of a math student, but yes, science is amazing, Kevin.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Satoransky. He's guarded by Dragic. Gobert dishes to Mahinmi. There's Beal with the 3. And that one is off. And the Heat going the other way now. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established his position there.
Trey Burks checked in for the Wizards. And it's the Heat with the ball. 10-point lead. Johnson kicks to Waiters. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game.
It's a thing of beauty when it goes in. Waiters with his own style from deep.
He gets it in there. Now Dragic, he's coming off a 13-point game against Chicago.
You could tell the defense was really nervous dribbling or passing the ball anywhere near him in that one. He took advantage of their indecisiveness continually throughout the night, racking up 3 steals.
Reed the pass to Bosh. Back to Reed. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Just not his night so far, guys.
Wizards trail by 11. And with the playoffs on the horizon, it's a completely different type of game.
Well, the difference, Kevin, really is the fact that you're able to dig so much deeper into what a team does and how effective they are, and then be able to take those things away. That is the test during the playoffs that everybody's up against. Is your next best good enough against our next best?
And even just small moves can make such a difference.
Little tiny adjustments and wrinkles in some of the things that you do can really throw off a team with the way that they're preparing for you and what you're about to bring in terms of the storm the playoffs are.
Bosh, the screen. Johnson kicks to Bosh. From 13, yes, that goes in. Bosh has got 20 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Mahinmi has it in the corner. Over in the corner, Meeks unloads. They get the rebound. A second chance effort. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
And it's a result of the defense not doing its job in the low post, boxing out and preventing second chance points.
The Wizards shooting their first foul shot of the night. Catching up on the changes with Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Reed, and Josh Richardson subbed in for Johnson. And then for Washington, Morris is checked in for Mahinmi. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Jody Meeks. And Waiters kicks to Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
At 7 feet tall, Whiteside is always a threat for the high percentage dunk.
Wizards trail by 10. Mr. Gobert. Here's Morris. He feeds it to Beal. Chris Bosh with the rebound.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Wizards have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Beal against Richardson. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Now let's check out the rebounds and where they're coming from. Here's a breakdown showing the front court and the back court rebounding numbers for the Wizards.
And the bigs are getting their lion's share of the rebounds. Yeah, that's what they're supposed to do, but they've got bigger issues right now and other holes to fill if they're going to stage a comeback.
Miami leading by 10. Dragic dishes to Richardson. And Waiters kicks to Whiteside. Morris against Bosch. Gobert with the defensive effort. And here is Beal. He's coming off a 10-point game against Milwaukee. Knocks it loose. Porter passes to Burke. The shot will not fall. Dragic with some nice D. To the middle. In transition, here come the Wizards. And the pass to Porter. Shoots the three. Chris Bosh with the rebound. Miami's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Outside Dragic. He dishes it to Whiteside. It's stolen by Gobert. Oh, Beal in position.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
The Heat with the lead. And Waiters kicks to Whiteside. There's 1:54 left in the first half. Good ball movement here by the Heat. That's tipped. Shot clock at 5. Porter with the steal. Jumps up and finished off by Beal.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
And Miami calls their first timeout of the game.
Starting.
Did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
There might also be an opportunity here that he can exploit a mismatch. We'll see.
And the Heat with some changes. Justice Winslow comes in for Waiters. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Gortat's checked in for Washington. Oubre comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Here's Bosch. Sweet little floater. Bosch has got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, the shooting percentage is excellent so far, and without him, they might not have the lead like they do now.
Down low. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to 6 on the bucket from Morris.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Johnson kicks to Bosch. For 3, Richardson. Gortat comes up with the rebound. Washington's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Morris a screen. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
For Washington, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. The first one falls. He's off on the second.
Yeah, so far, he has not had his usual effort in this one, and it's really hurting the team.
Richardson kicks to Winslow, feeds it to Johnson. Back to Winslow. 6 on the shot clock. Bosch dishes to Johnson. And that one, good. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Burke, and slam dunk by Burke.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Now here's Johnson, guarded closer. And Trey Burke gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Dishes to Johnson. Right side Bosch with 2 seconds left, and it's Miami with another.
Now Bosch really in a great rhythm in this one. He is shooting the ball at such an efficient rate.
And so we wrap up the first half. Heat lead by 7. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, what did you like about your team's play so far?
Well, our energy and activity. We're coming off a game where we did not do that consistently. The guys took it to heart, owned it. This is a very...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime show on 2K Sports. It was a big-time first quarter from Chris Bosh. He ended up with 24 points, 2 block shots, and 1 assist. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Heat first half.
Well, it was an unselfish, team-oriented half of basketball. The ball never stopped moving. Their offense had a great flow to it. It prevented anyone from getting lazy out there. They're always moving, cutting, knowing where they need to pass the ball, Ernie.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Wizards.
Well, look, they turn the ball over way too much. You can't do that in the NBA. Teams are just too talented. You can't give them that many possessions. Don't give away the entire game just by giving up an extra few possessions.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
The second half just about to get going here. You look at Chris Bosh in this game, I mean, he's been everywhere.
I tell you what, though, it's going to be important to see if they can slow him down in the second half, because so far they have not had anybody that can disrupt his rhythm down low.
So let's think about the options. You front him or you bring the quick double team, but yeah, he's having a monster game in the post.
So on the floor for Washington, Porter and Morris, the duo with forward. Bradley Beal is out there with Burke, and it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Wizards trail by 7, and Beal kicks to Burke. Puts one up from 19, and it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And it's on Whiteside signing a max contract to return to the Miami Heat this summer. What a dramatic change of fortune for a player, Greg, who bounced around early in his career.
And how about it, Kevin? I think he may be the first player in history to jump from making the NBA minimum to the NBA maximum in one season. He's going to be making 30 times more than he did last year. And who wouldn't like that kind of a pay raise?
Gobert can't hit.
And no connections yet so far, guys. 0 for 3 from the field.
Good ball movement here by the Heat. Waiters gets a wide open look. Burke grabs the miss. Wizards trail by 7. He kicks it to Gobert, and stolen by Whiteside. Johnson against Porter. Waiters passes to Johnson. Count it. Good. Johnson's got the first field goal of the second half for the Heat.
Well, that's one of his best attributes is his passes hit guys in stride.
Morris a screen. Goes up off the pick, and Morris throws it down.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Yeah, they should bring out a big razor right now, Kevin. A great start, an aggressive move to show they're not going to lay down. Yeah, no way this is the start they wanted for the second half. Their offense better start getting it going soon. 1 of 4 here is not cutting.
Burke can't get it to go.
They're 1 of 5 to begin this half, guys, and they have to address this problem quickly or this could get out of hand.
Here's Beal on the mark with the 15-footer. Beal's got 9.
You really have to guard against his smarts. Knows every angle.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Burke. Goes up. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
They've done very, very well in transition. The problems have come in other areas, which is why they're trailing.
Johnson kicks to Bosh. They set the pick. Tipped away. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Miami Heat is still relevant in the East. The team made some excellent roster moves to bring in new talent after losing LeBron James to Cleveland a couple of years ago. Coach Spoelstra said, how many teams, if you lose the best player in the game, can have a compelling team 13 months later? You know, Kevin, in Miami, they don't stay down for long.
Thank you, DA. A championship caliber organization from the top down.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow.
Pass to Whiteside. Bosch, the screen. Whiteside, this is to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. They double-team Johnson. There's the feed to Waiters. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. And it's 8 points for Dion Waiters.
Well, he is an offensive weapon, especially when Waiters gets locked in the catch-and-shoot game.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. And Brent, going back a few years to your formative playing days in high school, you played at one of the bigger powerhouse high schools in California. Playing on such a team that had such high expectations at that early age help your skill level and your overall basketball development.
Well, going to De La Salle High School, if I really wanted success, I should have been a kicker because the football team was off the charts. But we did have great success in basketball, and I did watch my 2 older brothers play at the school, so I understood what the program was about, what kind of expectations there were from the coaches with regards to accountability.
I bet you would have been a pretty good wide receiver.
I might have been, at least for one play, until a linebacker or a cornerback would cut me in half.
Barry going deep. He's got the ball, and there he goes. Kicks it to Gobert. Passes it to Porter. Shoots from the high post. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Now it's a 4-point Wizards lead. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Miami. Johnson comes in for Goran Dragic. Johnson outside, tries it from 19, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And here are the Wizards now. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Mahinmi, a screen on Johnson. Satoransky, the pass to Mahinmi, and it's Mahinmi finishing it off.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Reed a screen. Johnson kicks to Waiters. Shoots off the screen. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. The dish to Meeks. It's to Mahinmi. And Washington again with the bucket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Waiters. He's guarded by Meeks. And the jam by Whiteside.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Gobert with the screen on Johnson. And Satoransky kicks to Gobert. To the inside. Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, he picked up the ball clean. He has a sneaky court awareness that you have to be careful around. That time results in the steal.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. Richardson, he's checked in for Miami. Gortat's checked in for the Wizards. Kelly Oubre comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Heat on D. Here's Satoransky. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Clock is at 3. Miami grabs the miss.
Well, the defense ready for him there in prevent mode, making sure that he didn't get a clean look at that layup.
Washington shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. And Jody Meeks gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Burke, he's checked in for Satoransky. Johnson outside. Knocked away. Now here's Oubre. Fires from the corner. Miami grabs the miss. Meade's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Johnson, a wide open look. A three-pointer is right on target. Johnson's got 9. Wizards trail by 3. 1:52 left in the third quarter of the game. In the corner, it's Oubre. Stolen by Winslow. On the wing, Johnson. He tries for 3. They get it back. Right side.
And Whiteside at his size is a super tough cover for the defense, which is why they resort to fouling.
The Heat shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
That one is off. Well, I think they've always said speed, Brent, is a premium in this game of basketball.
Well, it's amazing by position who it is you think about, Kevin, with regards to their speed, because power forwards in this game today can take some long strides and really start a fast break with just a couple of steps. Probably one of the tougher covers in the league is Draymond Green in Golden State, the way that he can play multiple positions and use his quickness against some of the big guys who try to defend what it is that he offers up.
Now here's Johnson. He's guarded closely. 1:09 left to play in the third. Inside. 5 on the clock. Reed dishes to Winslow. Good ball movement here by the Heat.
That's his second personal. First team.
Washington's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Burke kicks to Gortat. Here's Oubre. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. For Miami, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Reed a screen. Johnson, the pass to Richardson. In the corner, Winslow with it. Back to Richardson. To the middle. Here's Whiteside. The shake. Doesn't go for him. Gortat with the defensive effort. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that. And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound. Just a little too aggressive.
The Heat shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
I think Winslow takes a lot of pride in getting himself to the free throw line, understands his body and size, and he will continue to improve upon that over time.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Meeks with it. He feeds it to Oubre for the lead. Misses at the rim.
Really shocking he didn't take advantage of that golden opportunity there. He needs to be much better in that situation.
It's all tied in Miami. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check.
Every loose ball, 50-50. We got to come up with those.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Heat shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. They've got James Johnson. Chris Bosh is out there with Justice Winslow. Then there's Dragic, and it's Johnson in at the two-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. The pass to Gortat. Knocked loose. Beal dishes to Gortat. That gives them the lead. Gortat's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Wizards. Miami trailing. Now Johnson. Here's the screen. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
Yeah, just one turnover in the first half, but it's been a different story here in the second half. He is not doing a good job of keeping the ball in his mitts.
And Washington making a change here. Porter's checked in. And Meeks kicks to Gortat. Back to Meeks. Fires at the elbow. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And the Wizards lead by 4.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
The scoring mindset has been unbelievably aggressive on both sides. Defensively, though, neither team has made the effort.
Morris against Winslow. Johnson kicks to Dragic. No good from outside. Washington leading now by 4. Beal the pass to Gortat. Morris a screen. And Winslow comes to help. It's tipped. It's stolen by Dragic. On the wing. Dragic with another miss.
Really no excuse for him missing that one, guys. He has to knock that shot down.
Morris kicks to Gortat. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
A free throw good for Marcin Gortat. Burke, he's checked in for the Wizards. Both free throws good for Marcin Gortat. The Heat trail by 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Johnson attacking. Gortat with the defensive effort. The Wizards shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Here's Beal. And the shot falls short this time.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
Yeah, I know gravity's out there, but not everything is going to fall, even when you set it up perfectly.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting them get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, we talk about the D. Let's credit the offense. He attacked right there from the moment he saw the opening, not letting the defense react.
Johnson outside. He dishes it to Dragic. Back to Johnson. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic. Now just a 2-point Wizards lead.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Johnson kicks to Bosch. Poked loose. One-on-one here. Here's the lob to Gortat. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Whiteside comes in for Justice Winslow, and it's Waiters in for Tyler Johnson.
Terrific screen from Whiteside. Sometimes sacrificing your body and using your size on the pick will get your teammate open.
And it's Dragic with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Burke dishes to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Beautiful setup. Put that pass right where it needed to be.
The Heat trail by 4. And here is Waiters. Whiteside kicks to Bosch. Poke loose. And here we go. Washington fast break. Here's Waiters. Bosch the screen. Now here's Waiters. Johnson kicks to Dragic. Feeds it to Bosch. Here's Whiteside. Rebounded by the Wizards. Gortat's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Burke with it. Looking for Gortat. He gets it there. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
The Heat have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. To the inside. Porter with the steal. To the middle. Here's Morris. Burke the pass to Morris. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
When you consider just how long and how big Whiteside is down there, it's not surprising that shot blocking is something he does well.
Beal dishes to Morris. Over to the left wing. Burke can't get it to go.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Waiters, he's open. They get it back. Whiteside. Gortat with the block. Beal against Waiters. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And Trey Burke gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Gobert, he's checked in for Gortat. Beal against Waiters. Bosch the screen. Waiters on the wing. On the wing, Johnson. And they get it. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter. Wizards leading by 6. Now Burke outside Beal. Pulls up. Bullseye. Here's Dragic. Dishes it to Bosch. Gobert with the block. And here is Burke. The lead pushed to double digits.
Timeout.
And now it's a 10-point Washington lead.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
And the Heat call time here.
Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Yeah, maybe these matchups aren't the best for his defense. I'm sure he's taking a long look right now at the bench to find some answers.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Thanks, David. Morris kicks to Burke. Back to Morris. Nice ball movement by Washington. Kept alive by Washington. Here's Gobert. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Outside Dragic. Here's Bosch. It's not going to go for him. Now Washington takes it the other way. Beal gets a wide open look. Good on the 3-point shot.
Just too dangerous of a shooter to leave alone from beyond the arc.
Yeah, when you're down big and giving up open looks to a good 3-point shooter, you're going to be down bigger.
Dragic kicks to Bosch. Here's Whiteside. Outside Dragic. Here's Bosch, and Chris Bosch with the slam.
That's great basketball to feed Bosch. He completes the spectacular dunk there.
Washington leading now by 11. 1:11 left in the 4th. And stolen by Whiteside. And stolen by Burke.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Wizards.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series. And if you had to pick one player, guys, who would take over, few would have picked his name. But tonight was the night for Burke.
Look, tonight as a player, he was exactly the kind of guy you want to suit up with. A total team-first attitude, kept the offense flowing, some great passes, some great assists, and even more high fives. Great job tonight.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And he dunks it in right on Chris Bosh. Oh, man.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Yeah, their aggressiveness, their execution really silenced a raucous crowd. Love the attitude they came in with here.
Johnson kicks to Whiteside. The 15-footer. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 17 rebounds. And Washington can just let the clock run down here. And Whiteside sends it back. To the paint. It's deflected. Here's Satoransky. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And so it's the Wizards with the W. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win,